Oh, hello, this is Donald speaking. So, last time I made the video, I said I don't think I will be recording all the videos along the way, but right now, today, I didn't go to work. Well, I choose not to go to work, and I've opened this position on the euro dollar, and as you can see, we are 18 minutes after the London session. So, I have bought the euro dollar. It was best due to the criteria I use on trading. So right now, as you can see, we are a little bit almost one-to-one risk reward. So I'm aiming for a 1 to 3. So this is going to be the second position of my 10-part series position that I'm expecting to collect open. Sorry for the flu. So right now I don't know what price is actually going to do, but this was in fact, Mr. Andrew, I should have opened it at this reverse open bar just below inside my point of interest, but it is what it is. If we take a loss, we're gonna go back the previous stage, and if we take a profit, we are going to continue with our series. So I think I'm just gonna pause the video. In fact, let me just hold it for a little bit longer, just so that you can see how price plays and how it actually moves. So this is a live video. This is a position that I'm in, and sometimes when you see price reversing like this, it can be challenging, but as you can see, I'm not being carried away because I know that if the stop loss is hit, that is my point of invalidation, and I'm not wrong. It's just that the trade idea didn't work out this time, and we gotta move to the next one and find another great opportunities. So this is how it is in trading. You can't just quit after losing one position. You can't just say I'm a good trader after winning one position. No, it doesn't work that way. It takes a lot of time, patience, and discipline to actually make it when it comes to the financial markets. Because if you're someone who is someone who doesn't have discipline, who like consistency, and who doesn't have patience, it is going to take a huge ounce of weight on you, because emotionally the charts aren't gonna move straight to your take profit. As you can see, from where I opened this position, I hit almost over 1 to 1.5, and the profits that were presenting on my MT4 were enormous, and I could have just closed the position, but I said, well, if I'm going to close the position, it is going to be after the hit of my take profit. And yeah, it is what it is, and you just have to learn how to apply your discipline. Because if in your cognitive, if you trick yourself into saying, well, I'm gonna do it next time, I'm gonna hold my position next time, well, the next time you try to hold your position, eventually when you open that position, is going to hit your stop loss, and emotionally you're going to say, well, this doesn't work. But you forgot that in the previous position you were supposed to hold, you didn't play by the same rules, and now you are hoping that it plays out this time. But it's not a one-time thing, it's a long period thing. When it comes to forex trading, you just have to be willing to stay disciplined, and those who keep their head or who fall flat on the face and never wake up are the losers. And when I say fall flat on your face, is delaying the inevitable by not disciplining yourself. You just have to reach that certain point where you say, okay, I'm done with this shit, I gotta move on. You have to flip the switch, and believe me, your entire life will change into something you have never imagined. And the financial market is merely a tool to give you profits. It is just an instrument that measures our patience and discipline, and how psychologically we can change, and how long it takes for us to actually understand and accept what is there and what isn't there. So I think I'm just going to pause the video, and I'll come back later on until something good or bad happened. So yeah, download the game. Oh, hello folks, Donald speaking. So decided to make this continuation again of the video. So I told you if I made a loss, I'm going to show you my loss, and unfortunately I wasn't able to record this second position that I took. So that first position ended up hitting my stop loss, and the way some parameters that I had noticed, kind of like I had to adjust to. So the reason why this trade failed is not because it was invalid or any type of thing. This trade played out the way I was anticipating, but it didn't hit my take profit. It went over to 1.2 risk to reward, but it should or would have hit my 1 to 3 if I had no certain parameters set. So what I'm trying to tell you is, as you can see in this position, I was facing this position. I was facing a network problem, and what ended up happening is price, when it reversed, I was supposed to enter at this candle, around this candle, and target to exit around this, nearest supply zone. It's nearest supply zone to the left, and as I know, price is more likely to hold at these levels. So what I end up doing is I had a target toward the 15-minute time frame demand supply zone, and it was way above, I think around 47, where price is currently spiking right now. This is where I was hoping, but prematurely, it was, as I was speaking in the previous part that I was recording, I was saying that price should reverse. So guys, I don't even know what I was just trying to say, but let's just stick to basics. So in the previous, I was hoping the supply was to hold, but overall goal is now to break this previous supply. I was saying this demand to hold, but the overall goal wasn't to break or take profit. After breaking this supply zone, the whole aim is to take profit around the supply zone right here. But due to this widespread, let me see how many pips we had on this position. So this position was around, was around 0.047, around 5 pips. So yeah, it was not that big, but I could have ended right here when I saw this rejection around this level. That was my entry, and I would have hit my 1 to 3, but it is what it is. As I was telling you, you need to have patience. But with the risk management I'm currently using on these accounts, it actually needs precision. You need precision because you have to be winning 100% of the time to be able to reach the goal. But since here I lost the position, it was the entire profit of last week. Last week I opened first position, as you know. That entire profit was wiped. But eventually, and then I moved back to the start of the whole process, and I then see this potential around this level, and it was confirming that we're going to get a nice pull. I entered the position right here. I put my stop loss. I believe my stop loss was around 3.9 pips, if I'm not mistaken. But yeah, it was around that. It was around that number, and I end up. So let me see again. just lock it so that you can see. I'm sorry, I know this is taking a lot of time. So for your own information, I'm trading using the, so as you can see, it was around 3 pips, 0.25, but it was around 3 pips, around 3 pips, and I end up getting 1 to I believe it was 1 to 10 point something, since I moved my stop loss right here. It's no longer okay, but it was around 1 to 10 risk to reward. So it is what it is, and I was hoping price was going to hit this 47 level. It barely missed 47, around here. That is where I was overly targeting, but I ended up placing full volume right here, since I was in the position of recovering the last loss. But as I was telling you, you need to have discipline. There's going to be an infinite amount of good position lying on the way. So this is Donald speaking, and I hope this video is a little bit informative to you. And if you're watching, keep on watching, and I hope to post another one, and I hope to do better on the next position. Like right now, I'm working on a rules based to engage on this whole account type of risk management approach. I haven't done this is my first time. I've been practicing it, but not on demo or anything. I've been back testing it, seeing where it is worked or where it hasn't. So this is Donald speaking, and I just want to say, if you're watching, thank you a lot, and cheers today.